Hi, this is Robert Plank, the owner of Brutal Iron Gym. I want to do a quick video to show you a way to warm up your shoulder before upper body exercising. That also is a good way to correct bad posture. So if somebody stands and their shoulders are forward like this, they do a lot of bench pressing or overhead motions, and they always tend to have pain in the front side of their shoulder. This is a drill you can do at the beginning of the workout to kind of open up shoulder movement and reset the positioning of your shoulder for the day, and that'll decrease wear and tear on the joint, and it'll actually improve your positioning for those motions. So we're going to find a blank wall and open space. We're going to step away from the wall about the distance of your upper arm bone. So I set my forearm flat against the wall. This is a good place for most people to start. If during this drill you experience some pain in your shoulder, you can step away from the wall to make that a little easier. If the drill is too easy, you would step close to the wall to make it a little more difficult. So I'm going to start the motion by taking my fingertips in my palm, facing it towards the wall. I then want to basically draw a big circle around the shoulder joint, but I'm going to keep my shoulder in place for the first circle. So I'm going to have a nice slow motion and just kind of feeling how my shoulder feels throughout these motions. If you have any aches and pains or anything like that, like I said, you can step further away from the wall. That makes it a little bit easier. So what we're trying to do is basically wake up that shoulder. So if there's small little like twinges or stuff like that, that's totally fine. When the bad pain would be is a really stabbing pain or a feeling in which your shoulder just kind of stops and it doesn't want to move, that's when you would step away. But some twinges and some small movements are okay. Once we do 1 or 2 circles with our shoulder in place, we then want to try to open up the shoulder joint. So I would actually start by reaching really far with my shoulder out in front. So I'm going to actually let it come in front of my body. Then as I reach over, I'm going to let that shoulder lift. And again, we're trying to just increase the full range of motion. So when I'm reaching back behind me, my shoulder follows that as well. So I reach back as far as I can. When I'm on the back side, I go ahead and come and reverse that whole motion. Trying really to reach as large as I can, getting that shoulder movement. So we would do anywhere from 5 to 10 circles per side, and then you can go ahead into your workout and you should have a nice, more free range of motion in the shoulder. Cool. Think you did good?
Yeah, beautiful. The balm for a little.
Okay, so you can see my mom's setting up for the same drill. So she did an upper arm bone distance away from the wall. She's now doing her first circle with that shoulder kind of staying in place. You'll see a little bit of grimace faces from her, and that's again the reason why we're doing this is because we know we have muscle tissue that is out of place and too tight. So there's going to be some aches and pains, kind of like small twingy feelings. So this would just be like how you'd warm up like achy knees or achy shoulders before you work out. So some small aches and pains are actually the point of the exercise. You're waking up the muscles within the shoulder joint and kind of evening out the areas that are tight, so that way you have more of a free range of motion. So when doing this drill, you'll experience 2 most common spots of pain. So if somebody has a rotator cuff, the back of the shoulder issue, when they're out in front about right here, they would have some pain. They'd have to go nice and slow. If a person's really tight in their chest and lats, they're going to have the pain right there, across the top and across this back edge. So, and again, you just want to go really nice and slow. And if you feel like the pain is questionable or you're not sure because it's the first time you're doing it, just step further away from the wall. So the whole goal of this is just it's a stretch, a moving stretch for the shoulder. Just how you can do like walking lunges to warm up the hips, this is a way to kind of warm up that shoulder through movement. And you would do this before bench pressing or before an overhead press workout. You can actually also doing it on a back day because it allows the shoulder more freedom and range of motion, which will actually allow better shoulder blade movement in your back exercises. And therefore you're going to get better back development and back recruitment. So that's the drill. So and again, you would do this for about 5 reps. So and usually we count over and back as 1 rep. And you would just do 1 time before the workouts, so 1 set of 5 to 10 reps. If you felt it was beneficial, you could do 2 sets, or you can do 1 before and after the workout. You can kind of play around with the frequency and the amount that you like. But this is a good exercise to open up that shoulder joint and alleviate any shoulder tightness and or pain you have during workouts or following workouts. Excellent. Cool.